am your host, Sierra. Actually, today we're going behind the scenes with the Aphilliates' own V-12 the HITMAN. Just want to thank you for joining us today, taking time out your busy schedule.
No problem.
The first question I want to ask you is, where did you get your name from? V-12 is really original. I never heard that before.
Actually, I went ahead and I kind of looked in the car. I really like cars. So a V-12 engine is kind of like the highest grade engine, fast engine, high quality. So I went into that and I kind of ran with V-12, and then the Hitman is like, it's kind of like, you know, making hits. You know, it's kind of silent assassin Hitman.
That's what's up. So tell me, where are you from?
I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. You know, like 2 hours from Detroit.
Okay.
You know, I was basically raised there. I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee, but I was raised in Grand Rapids, Michigan, so I claim Grand Rapids, Michigan.
And how does your hometown, where you're from, how does that interact into your music? How does that inspire you?
I think my hometown inspires me because, I mean, me being around a lot of people and being around the people I was raised from, it's kind of like the city actually raised me, you know, and we got a lot of greats coming from Michigan. So, like, we got Al Green, we got Smokey Robinson, you know, and I really like old school music, so listening to that and with my upbringing, it kind of like, I don't know, it kind of like tapped me into my musical side, because like, let's say, if you listen to some music and you ride in the car and you see a lot of things around you, like the scenery, you know, and the scenery that I grew up in, it wasn't always good.
Right.
So the scenery and the music kind of helped me tap into my emotion with my music. So it kind of like intertwined.
So when did you get your start? I know when you were 13, that's when you first started. I guess you got that love for hip hop and the love for making beats. Tell me about that.
I mean, the love for that came from actually my family. You know, like I said, my family is like really into music. Like my grandmother sung, my mom sings.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
But my aunts and my uncles sing, so it's kind of like family trait, I guess. I kind of tapped into, but what really got into that, like, my grandmother passed away when I was 13. Like, when she passed away, I kind of used to listen to her music, at kind of what she left behind for me. That's how I feel she left behind for me, because I never heard her sing ever. I never, like, went to church and she was in front of the church singing, because she was older and she went through a couple things, health issues. But at the end of the day, I kind of just listened to her music, and it kind of like touched me. It's kind of like you shed a tear a couple times, you know. But it was just kind of powerful, and that empowered me to like really start doing music. Like, really.
I'm sorry, I had to adjust myself. But let me ask you, when you were 15, that's when you met Law, the DARKMAN, right? Tell me about how you started working with him and how he helped you as far as your career and where you are today.
Well, he helped me a lot, really. I met him through actually a couple older friends that actually like knew I did music. Like my friend Eric Lodge, he's older, like kind of like a mentor to me. And my brother, you know, like I said, was a basketball star, all the sports. But all of them knew each other through basketball, actually. And, you know, my name kind of got brought up. They didn't take me seriously at first because, like, my family is like really into sports. But yeah, I met Lai. He listened to some of my music.
And you were really young at the time, right? I mean, so you were really on your grind at a young age. Yeah, that's what's up. So when did you start working with Common? Because I heard that track, Insane. You did a wonderful job on the beat. You did a really good job.
Well, I met him when I was around 16, 17, around the summertime. And the way I met him was, once again, through my mentor, Eric Lodge. He took me around a couple other people that knew people that knew people. You know, that's how chemistry really works these days. But kind of got wind of it. He kind of got wind of the track. He was like, yo, we did this. You know what I'm saying? Listen to it. Then I'm unexpectedly just sitting home in my basement chilling. I get a call like, yo, we need to go to Chicago. And they met with Common. Want this track for me. I'm kind of shocked. Like, what? Me?
Common's huge,
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a joke or something, like kind of like being punked or something, you know what I'm saying? But went to Chicago, met up with him. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. He's very beautiful.
So, kind of fast forwarding to 2008, something really major happened for you at the beginning of this year. You were signed with the Aphilliates. You know, kind of elaborate on that.
Well, it was kind of like years in the making because, even like I said, when I met Lau, I was 15, listening to my music, he was like, yo, B, you know how you talk. So he was basically telling me kind of like to my direction. He kind of gave me direction how to make myself better. You know, a lot of people can't take criticism, so I took that and ran with it and kind of just said, yo, if this guy's up here and he's actually trying to help somebody down here, that's an invisible rule. That's jewels being passed down. So I took that and ran with, just kept going. He kept really checking for me, like you said. He said, I'm gonna check for you. Just keep doing your thing. I didn't quit, so he kept checking for me, and around the end of 2007, actually, I kept submitting beats, and then so he invited me to the studio, and then we just listened to some music, it was to actually the Notorious LAD mixtape. He played one of the tracks I did. I'm thinking to myself like, yo, do you know I did that? He didn't know, so I'm like, yo, I did that. He like, you stopped me the word. You did this. So I guess it kind of put his ear to the streets more. So he started listening to me more, and the more tracks came, he was just like, I kind of fit his mode, I kind of fit the sound, the signature sound. So, you know what I'm saying, went ahead and did the paperwork. Yeah, I am that.
Okay, and you have the song Love for Money out right now with Willie the Kid and DJ Drama. Let me tell you, that record is hot. It's going to #1. It's definitely one of the best records I've heard this year. It's female friendly, and you need that. Tell me about that song and everyone that's on that song and how they just made that track what it is.
Well, it was a slow process, but cool for me doing this. Okay, we actually had one of my friends named Tavia sing the hook first as a reference, you know, and after that, like, we went ahead and tapped Trey's songs for the hook. You know, we submitted the track to him, he loved it. Kind of put a stamp on the hook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Signature sound. So after that, we kind of went for a couple different artists. You know, but it was kind of like how fate, and it was kind of like divine intervention. You know, like the way everything fell into place. We had Will on it.
Yeah, I mean, y'all have people from like all across,
all around the U.S. Really.
Yes,
up
north, down, south, yeah.
That's why I said it's kind of divine intervention because it taps into different types of music or different types of consumers, I should say.
And it came together so well.
Yeah, we got Willie the Kid. We got a lot of DARKMAN, of course, on the team. We got Gucci Man. You know, really got the hood on lock right now. We got Flow Rider, got the kind of a pop feel to it.
Right.
We got the hip hop singer. We got Trey. We got Young Jock. We got Bun B the OG. I think that's a deadly combination.
Yeah. And you guys, congratulations to you. You just shot the video for Love for Money, on Monday. How was that? I know that was exciting for you.
It was a new experience. I kind of like felt blessed to be here.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't get the opportunity to like kind of live that dream or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it was more of not indulging on who was around, just kind of sitting back and taking a deep breath to be comfortable and be able to do what my dream entails, rather than, you know, having to work this job and have to worry about this and have to, you know what I'm saying, worry about getting to where I want to go before things get too late.
Let me just say this. He is 20. You're 22, right? 22 years old. I mean, you are really on your grind, really. I got a lot of respect for you because at 22 years old and you are already producing for major artists. I mean, it's amazing. Can you just tell someone who wants to get into this industry and who maybe want to follow your path, kind of give them some advice on how to get into the business?